Alcola, brothers and sisters, welcome to Aqua Brain TV. On this show, we're going to chat snow skating with our friend Ben Nadeau, coming to us from just outside of Banff National Park in Alberta, Canada. You can find Ben on TheBen418 on YouTube. That's TheBen418. Ben, man, it's been like 11 months. How you been?
Yeah, Drew. COVID, baby. Yeah.
It's good to have you on the show.
Yeah, man. It's good to be here.
So tell me, what have you been up to, man? How was the end of the winter, and how'd spring treat you?
Yeah, spring was amazing. A lot of people came and visit. Got a shred every day again. Pretty awesome. No injury whatsoever. Yeah, fun times all together. Mountain bike all summer. That was fun. And now just getting ready for the winter. That's it.
Yeah, I see it over there at TheBen418. You've been releasing some videos here recently. Can you tell me a little bit about those or what you're building up to?
By the way, just I definitely like went riding every day. So we filmed. I kind of took different approach, and it grew to different thing. Follow feedback of other people, and yeah, it's just doing something different and staying positive and shredding with people, and make it fun.
So you guys, you got a big. Is there a big crew there, or you got a lot of snow skaters that are hanging? Are they skiers, boarders? What do you got?
No, just people on snow skate and stuff, but coming out of town. There's a couple other guys here in town, but it's everybody's on their own term, I guess. That's all I have to say.
Yeah, it is a lot of lone wolves. I think snow skating kind of breeds that, like, I'm on my own speed. I know I find, I don't know if it's like this with you, but when I'm riding with people, sometimes I neglect my own safety. Short story here. My spring, so my spring ended early, and because I was riding, I've got a friend here in town, and we met up a few times and went skating, and I had beat him down this cat track. Not crazy. I mean, it was actually one of like the more bunny slope areas, and then as I was waiting for him to come, I went fakie, and my leash caught on my ski, and it just like threw me, and my knee like went the way it wasn't supposed to, and so that kind of ended my spring, unfortunately. But so anyway, enough about me. I mean, that's basically why I guess that's my excuse for putting basically everything on hold. And this is the first Aqua Brain chat that I've done in months, and it's great to be back.
Yeah, it's good to see you, man. Yeah, I saw it. It's funny how we were doing some park filming this spring, and one of the guy I filmed did exactly what you just said, but it was on a rail on a box. It was a pretty big box. It was like massive, no bindings, and I have it on tape, but he asked me not to put it on YouTube or anywhere, so that's why you guys not seen it. But you want to see a knee tweak in slow motion. I think I watched it like 30 times when I'm like, oh, you can hear the crack as well.
Yeah.
But so that's why it's not out. But I understand your pain, dude. I've seen it. I had to do rescue, but when you go with a group as well, I always try to slow down and just be with the group. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's more fun, and you just go with style and slash more and try to do more tricks everywhere than race each other down. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, I just, it's for me, I find it's harder to go slower. That's just me. I'm not that I'm like the crazy fast, like setting land speed records or anything, but it's like, man, when I'm trying to ease my way down a hill is when I have more trouble than if I just charge it,
Yeah.
maybe not straight line it, but just like, hey, I'm gonna do this, as opposed to like, ooh, I don't know, let me pick my line, it's,
Yeah.
I don't know, find it more difficult that way, but
Just take it as it goes.
God, it's fun, man. I've in the last winter I was out with my daughter too, like,
I saw a lot of footage of you and your daughter. That's awesome, dude. Staying
man.
with your sibling, the next generation is just inspiring every day, man.
Yeah, does your son skate?
No, not yet. I think this year you got two, so they're doing flat deck in the backyard
Mm.
and powder surfing.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah.
But powder surfing and flat decking, I think just because they need some weight at the by deck, to keep some speed and
Yeah, I think
stuff
that's
like that.
I agree with that actually. That makes a lot of sense. I mean, my daughter is going on 15 now, and so at 14, she's got enough weight to get it, to get it around. I mean, that was been the hardest part of, there were times where we'd go up and she's taking chair runs and stuff. And that was actually like probably like 5 years ago now. And so she's a lot younger, and it's just so difficult for them to move, to put a decent carve in. I mean, it really does take weight to
Mhm.
to get that thing to do what you need it to do. So
Yeah, I think, to be honest with you, the start age for our sport is around 12-year-olds. Before that, it's all like having fun, flat deck, like I said, backyard, powder surfing. But I've seen like 8 years old doing amazing stuff on a powder surf. You know what I mean?
yeah,
Small stuff, you know what I mean? So, but you definitely need some weight. And before that, you saw my other videos. Riding on the board with the kids is just priceless, dude.
it is.
I mean,
It is.
everybody freaked out at the hill. You're like with your kids between your head. But again, after 6 years old, it starts to be big. But between 3 and 6, that's what like the nice window to have your kid between your legs, basically. You know what I mean? And it's
Yeah.
totally safe. Like me and my son crashed a lot, and we like you just let it yourself slide. You know what I mean? And it's between your legs. So you just squeeze your leg and let yourself like dive out. And yeah, it's
I bet.
the best time, to be honest with you. Like it's like I watch those videos now and I'm like, dude, those were the best, because I will never do that again. Now he's too big, you know what I mean? And it's like, I'm faster than you, Dad.
It's a new era you guys are moving into.
Yeah, exactly. And it's like always gonna grow. And after that, I won't be able to ride, So
So you just put out so much content on your channel. Did you do a or are you thinking, or is it just too much to do like a recap video? Is it just too much to go through? And with the season coming, it's like,
I'm doing some recaps right now. I call it using the leftovers. It's just stuff that I never got through it, you know what I mean? Because sometimes, yeah. But this year we're gonna do a different, I got better cams. We're gonna do more teams. I want to do more special, better days. You know what I mean?
cool.
Last year I was just filming every day kind of thing, and it was really, really fun. Got to listen, like I said, to feedback from people. Like make it shorter. They want to see the board. Seeing the board was the main people. They want to see the board. So I got a 360. So I think that's gonna be amazing to see the board and see a better perspective.
Yeah.
Last season I did like two style. I did like some runs, and usually they're like black diamonds or fun runs that people should see when you come to my resort. I did nice days. I tried to make it fun, make it positive, you know what I mean, to entertain. I tried to keep it under a minute or so.
But yeah, that's like key.
Recap of, if you would have come more ride with me, what we would have done together. You know what I mean?
Right.
And I think, it's always fun. So I try to make it fun, entertaining. And from my skateboard background, I like to introduce music in it. You know what I mean? So instead of like the wind factor that a lot of people like, so I try to have some nice music to have a flow with thing and make it fun,
Speaking of
I'm not a big Instagram guy, so for me, YouTube and the video cinematographic, you know, and you know, a lot of people came ride with me this year, and they were like, "Oh, dude, you're the writer, the producer, like, you know what I mean?" Because I'm like, "Hey, let's do this and that," you know what I mean? And I'm not trying. We're not bossing around because we can only film for like what 20 minutes those batteries last. So, but the 20 minutes that we film, we just have a blast doing it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And then it's the rest of the time, it's like, all right, let's go ride.
And sometimes you're like, dude, we should have filmed like now because the sun's coming out and we filmed all morning. So, but now I guess that's lesson learned this year. We're gonna film when it's sunny or the sunniest and see that, and that's it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
To offer
Hey,
some.
if you get an opportunity on when it's snowing those big chunky flakes, that stuff just looks so good just in slow-mo. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I've seen a few videos recently that it's like, you can, anybody who has been up in the environment can immediately snap into that feeling. You know, it's just such a peaceful feeling. And maybe it's partly that, hey, that's landing, and your next run is going to be a fresh run. You know, that could add to the feeling too.
Yeah, and I definitely, dude, I show up at like 7 a.m., 6 a.m. sometime to be first in line to make sure like I get those on tape. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Footage, you're like, it's blue out there, and you're like, dude, it was early morning, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, that's some of the best stuff. Early morning. I mean, it's so underrated. I mean, I don't actually know if it's underrated. I just think a lot of people miss it because they, you know, party the night before or whatever. And it's like, all right, but you know, sleep in if you want. I know it feels good, but some of that early morning stuff is just, you know, my daughter and I, whenever we go, we're up there, you know, half an hour before it opens, just so that we're ready. You know, maybe we don't get first chair every time, but you know, we can take our time and do what we need to do and still get some fresh lines, which is good. So, and I think it's good to show her that too. Like, I mean, she sleeps in the car on the way up. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
She's
exactly.
not super excited about it all the time, but yeah, dude. So this next season, it sounds like you've got some new filming ideas, new equipment, and you've kind of taken last other people's suggestions, and put those to heart. Any predictions for this year, or what are you looking forward to?
But I want to build a big jump, like a big step up. You know, I've been dreaming.
Oh, step up.
Yeah. This is the only way, man. To go no binding, to not look like a bird, man. A step up is the only way, man.
Yeah.
Like I've done some tests, and I want to build a huge step up and hit it hard, dude, as fast as I can. You know what I mean?
Cool. Yeah.
So definitely that. I'm still gonna keep the dream
Oh.
of having an helicopter and go heli skiing with like 10 guys. You know what I mean?
Okay.
At
All
least
right.
for 2 or 3 days. I've been dreaming about that for 13 years, and I would love to film that. You know what I mean? And people film that and have other like all the gang, you know, in an helicopter, all going, you know, slashing.
So let's say you you know, let's name drop. So you got your dream team. Who would be on that trip with you?
But definitely like all the Whistler guys, the Squampton guys, you know what I mean? Seabass, everybody from the East Coast could make it, you know what I mean? Jesse, Yan, all those guys from the East Coast, you know what I mean? They would be awesome. Like, I don't know, like, yeah, everybody that could, you know, like just need 10 guys. That's all. And that's basically, I think it would be, you know, to be honest with you, like there's not much other like hardcore people that would drop a couple $1,000s on an helicopter, but the feeling and the souvenirs would be priceless, you know?
Oh, for sure. And that the video that would come out of it would just be like, would be amazing. It would be such a boost for the.
Jet skiing is fun, but the helicopter part of it, the sound, the ta 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 ta, and the flying, dudes, like, you know what I mean? You're like, we're going to Vietnam, you know what I mean? Like for POW, you know what I mean?
For POW.
For POW, you know? So I think it's just awesome. So
So
Yeah, I would love to live that. Like I said, 13 years in the making, and
that'd be great.
gathering people with money and all the same timing. And like I said, if not 9 riders and a guy with a cam on skis, whatever, you know what I mean?
Yeah. So what's your home resort? Is it Banff? Does Banff have a resort? Is that
Yeah,
what it's called?
it's Banff Sunshine Village. It's called.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
That's where I go. North Quid, it's a local one. They don't let you ride because it's all attached lift.
Oh, jeez.
And after that, we have Lake Louise that they let you do whatever. That's pretty cool, but it's just further down the road. And it was really crowded during COVID. So I think I went 3 times to Lake Louise because it was just so crowded.
Yeah.
You know, like you had to reserve, you had to do this, you know.
Oh, jeez.
So, but it's really good. You know what I mean? If you don't mind driving, you know, but that's mean if you like this year you had to leave super early. Like it was insane.
So what do you think it's gonna be like this year as far as like the resorts and border? You think the border is gonna close again, or
We have a lot of American people coming up, and it's so thank you for coming, guys. Yeah. Now we have a lot of Americans right now coming. You need to have, I guess, vaccination proof and passport, and people can come from the States, and it's awesome, to be honest with you. There's a rapid test to get at the border. It's $200 each way. So you pay $200 US, Canadian, US on the US side and Canadian on the Canadian side.
Somebody's making a lot of money here.
Oh yeah.
Jeez.
Like this.
Wow, dude. It's unreal.
Yeah, no, definitely unreal. It's what it is, you know.
Wow, that's it. So it's an extra $400 basically they hit you with. Then you have to quarantine too?
If you fail the rapid test.
Oh, well.
And if there's 4 of you, think four people, it's with the 4 meals and everything for 14 days, you know, it's like
man
14 days, whatever it is.
And then
anyway,
you know,
so yeah, those are the traveling restriction, but I think the people who can afford to ski can afford that, so it's part of the luxury of coming and doing things, you know. But hopefully I have the local boys
come on down
coming to visit as well, like the guy from, you know, the coast and, you know, all the BC interior and, you know, the East Coast. You know, it's always fun to see people out here riding in all those resorts, because, you know, there's like a belt here and you have like, you know, Kicking Horse, Lake Louise, Banff Sunshine Village, Nakiska, you have COP, you have, you know what I mean, you have a bunch of different resort, Revelstoke, that are really close, like, you know, and can ride them all.
So can you buy a pass that you're able to go to all of those? Is that what you do?
I think the Iconic Pass, you can do all of those.
Okay.
I think it's available in the States too. Like you can do like the States, you can do BC. It's like North America, I think, the Iconic.
Oh, wow.
Don't quote me on it, please. But
yeah,
I know it covered a lot of resort, and some of those resort aren't there, definitely.
Yeah, make sure you look that up if that's something you're interested in.
Yeah, exactly. And you can go right in the States as well. You can ride all through the East Coast, the West Coast, and it's a pretty good deal. But, you know, for me, I just stay around the area now. I have kids, so yeah, you have to go to school.
Yeah, man. Are you still working at night in hospitality, or how does that?
Oh yeah, man. Like we've been busy. We got shut down back and forth. They're talking about a third shutdown for us.
Really?
Yeah. It's just if they do it, I just like them to do it at November 1st so we can start skiing instead.
Right. Wait till the snow falls.
Exactly. But how it's gonna go for the ski resort? It's Vail pull out the thing. I think it's gonna be proof of vaccination. So if it's going to be digital or registered on your pass, or you're going to have to show it every time, I don't know.
Jeez.
So I don't know how that's going to work, you know, because if you're a pass holder, why bring your vaccination? Like I don't bring my phone on me. So I don't want to have like to show them. So like I got those little cards made.
Yeah.
For vaccination proof.
Oh, wow.
Those are what we have for our province here in Alberta. So I got them laminated so we can put them on the pass if worse come to worse. But I don't know what's the deal yet.
Yeah, and we're here at Aqua Brain. We're not promoting, or we're not saying either way. This is just the reality of what Ben's talking about. So just so that you know, thank you.
It's what it is. It's a reality, dude. We have to be a good sheep. You know, it's a conform and comply. Those are the new two rule of our society, man.
Hey, so I got a couple bonus questions for you, Ben.
Yeah. Let's go.
All right. Let's see. Well, but first let's why don't you go ahead and promote what you got going on?
I promote so because we're talking about the age and getting hurt, so I promote powder, big mountain, bindingless riding. So, and that's what I'm trying to do. Exactly, on YouTube. And yeah, I'm trying to promote that bindingless, big mountain. I would love to do more park, but I'm getting old, so I love to see guy like Justin killing it. You know, like Justin again this year. Like, hey man, this guy killed it, eh? You know what I mean?
Yeah, not Justin who?
MFS, the guy in Whistler.
Oh,
like,
geez, yeah, that guy. Are you kidding me? That
like,
guy's like
every flip trick, back and forth, like switch, you name it. It's just insane, man.
And he's been doing that for years now too. Yeah. It's like,
you know, this is like, yeah, it's like Alan Grenache, you know, it's like out of the league, you know what I mean? Like,
I know it, you know, it used to be that I would watch videos back when I was snowboarding. I'd watch like Simple Pleasures or one of the TV, you know, TV4 or something. TV4, TV5. I don't know which one I was, but that was that one. Simple Pleasures. I love that video. That's a Mac Dog video. And it would be like so inspiring, but then at the same time, like I could never do that. You know, that's like out of my what my body is capable of doing, you know, both mentally and physically. And so yeah, so seeing some of these guys ride, it's like it's so inspiring, and it makes you want to get out there. And then you get out there and you realize like those guys are on a whole nother level. they're just on another level, you know.
Talking about our sport like this year, like, you know, you're gonna see a lot of Terje doing snow skating, and he's on another level altogether. He's been on another level since he's like 14 years old, dude. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
exactly.
So I think Burton let him go and stuff, so, or whatever happened, the way they separated.
Oh, really?
I think it's gonna push snow skating to a new level. You know what I mean? Like,
is he a Hovland? Does he ride Hovland, or what is he ride? Or is he not attached?
I think, to be honest with you, like Hovland, like, you know, talk about propaganda and conspiracy in snowboarding, but Hovland's taking up the world right now, dude.
Yeah.
Like Liptech's only gonna do on demand.
Oh, are they really?
Yeah. So they kind of leaving. I don't know what's the old deal. I think somebody maybe could comment down below about what Liptech's doing with their program with snow skating, but I know it's not like it used to. It's less than it's used to. And Ralston is Ralston. You know, Ralston is Ralston.
Right.
Danny's doing what he's doing, and you know what I mean? But I think Hovland, with the distribution rights, are just taking over the world. If you go on any website of any snow skate shop, Hovland's there, dude.
Wow.
Like, sorry, I was trying to find Liptex. I was trying to find other boards shopping online, and all I could find was Hovland. And I was like, dude, like, taking over the world, man.
That's crazy. I mean, you know, I'm hoping to get Danny on, you know. That's been one of my goals. I reached out to him last I think it was last spring or last winter or something. I don't know, at some point, and he said, you know, hit me up in the fall because I got some things in the works now, whatever that means. But he was ready to address some of the things on social media that had been flying around, and he wanted to, you know, he had some new stuff. So I've reached out to him. I haven't heard back. But hopefully, Danny, please come on, man. I'd love to talk to you. I'd love to hear about what you're doing. I mean, honestly, like Ben was saying, I mean, you're Hovland's taking over the world, you know, and that's a good thing for the sport of snow skating. So love what you're doing. All right. So little
Danny,
bonus, huh?
I love what you're doing, Danny.
Yeah, love it. And the art's not too bad either. So who's doing that, I forget.
I don't know.
All right. So bonus questions. Let's see. All right. So now we're gonna think way outside the box. This is okay. What is a skill that you want to learn, but you haven't yet?
I don't know, man. That's a good question. Give me a pause here, dude. Like you're like the trick master question. You know what I mean? A skill. Not getting old.
Not getting old. All right.
Because even if I ride every day, like I call it, I have the Danny Way body factor. You know what I mean? Like at the end of the season this year, my body was like, dude, you're like, go easy, man, because it's start to hurt, and there's ways to do. I do stretching and exercise, but I'm not a guy who's going to be like at the gym and everything and drinking shakes every day kind of thing.
Yeah.
I do eat really well, organic and everything. I portion my proteins, but there's like limits, and I like to chew food. I like to dine good food, and but I like to portion, and I know what's a good healthy. I know what's too much cheese and stuff like that. So anyway, yeah, it's not getting old, man, because like if you get hurt, you're done for the season. You know what I mean? And at our age, that's mean like you're 50 the next year. You know what I mean?
It's coming. I think you're a little older than I am.
Yeah, it's all good. But I'm just saying, like,
But,
nobody
yeah,
gets
I mean,
younger, and when you get hurt, it can be 2-3 years, 3 season. You know what I mean? Or
oh yeah, like I said, I mean, just a little tweak to the knee. A little thing I gotta add there, because I remember this. It was funny because and my friend I was riding with, and I've done, he's been on the show a couple times, but he's like, you gotta do some, what did he say? He was like, so you gotta do some, you wanna, I don't think he said like, do you want to pray with me? But I was like, I went into my my preacher voice, and I was like, Lord, give me strength for one more run. And it was funny because then I got up. Okay, dude, my knee was like, I couldn't walk. But when I was on my snow skate, I could actually ride my snow skate. And this is the craziest thing, because the knee that was injured was my front knee.
Yeah.
My front foot. So actually, while I was on my snow skate, I was fine. And so we actually went and took another run. And it was after that run, I was like, and honestly, like that was one of the couple of runs during the day where I didn't fall off. I didn't dare fall off. I was like, but I got back down. I was like, oh man, that was way too much work. And then that was it. So
sometimes I'm like, difficulty to get back to my truck. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah, and that was it. I had to drive home. I mean, that's my gas foot. It's like, oh. But yeah, I made it. I mean, and then yeah, I just had to take the winter off. I had been growing this true comfrey. So there's two different kinds of comfrey plants. I don't know if you or have any knowledge of this, but there's two different kinds of comfrey, an English and a true.
Mm-hmm.
And the English actually has some, like, I don't know what in it that it doesn't work, but the true comfrey, you can make a tea and it helps kind of rebuild. Now, this is not medical advice. This is all completely made up. But,
I love it. Disclaimer.
Disclaimer. But anyway, yeah. So I mean, would do make tea and stuff, and it's really nice. So so I bring that the skill question up because I've been thinking about that. Like, what are skills, that what are some skills I don't know that may, might come in handy at some point. And so I've been doing a lot of like gardening and and this year was really the first time, and thanks to COVID, honestly, it allowed me to build a few garden beds. I did no-dig garden beds, which are kind of cool. Is you put cardboard down and then dirt on top of that, and then just plant and go. My cucumbers just went crazy. We got pumpkins to decorate. We got these Peruvian peppers that my wife's growing that are extremely hot, but they corn didn't do so well, but so I guess what I'm trying to say is that's why that question came up. I don't know what the hell I was talking about. All right.
I mean, it's good to like eat well, like I said, and use those products as well. And it's nice, like you saw what you need for your body through your garden, and that's like a vision somehow, you know what I mean?
Right.
Me, unfortunately, I live in a resort and we have wildlife in a national park, and I have deers in my backyard. So I do grow lettuce. So me, I micromanage my garden by I use lettuce that I grow because we use a lot in the summer. So before I was growing different things, I grew some herbs that I use with chicken and stuff and steaks.
Cool.
A lot, and like parsley I use a lot. Chive who's like come back every summer. I just trimmed it. And one big plant of tomatoes for burgers, and we use it all, dude. Like it's pretty awesome.
Nice.
Like we've been like, because before I was growing it and I was not really using nothing, but now it's like I managed it to a level of consumption. It's pretty awesome. But starting early in the spring, man, that's what is the key to have good harvest and a good summer. Is you have to start like right after spring break, like late March, and start seeding in your house and bring stuff outside like May, man. And after that, if you start planting in May, no good, man.
Yeah, I mean, I did that. I did some starts. This was, like I said, like the first year, and I think that you make a really good point, which is how much are you going to eat, and what are you going to eat, right? Yeah. So there are certain things, like we have a harvest of carrots. Carrots did really well. We don't eat a lot of carrots, so we're not going out there every day and getting carrots. So it's like, to my wife, like, hey, do you want to make a carrot cake or something? Like, we got you want to make like a couple carrot cakes? Like, we got it. So yeah, I mean, and that's, so next year I'm not gonna plant a ton of carrots, right? So that's I think that's part of the learning process. Sounds like you've been doing it for a while, so you kind of have found that, like, hey, this is what we eat, and if we grow a bunch of eggplant, we might eat a little bit, but we're not going to eat a ton. So it's gonna, maybe eggplant's not a good example. Maybe you like eggplant, I don't know.
And all the way to now, basically, till next week, what I cannot grow here, because like I said, I live in a park, and I live like, you cannot, because we have wildlife here. It's crazy.
Yeah. Are you fenced in? Like, do you have a fenced area that?
No. Sometimes they go and eat my flowers and my shrubs and everything. You wake up in the night and there's like a deer right outside and everything, or an elk. We have elk. A lot of elk. And I just buy at farmers market. We have a super wicked farmers market here, and I just buy the balance at the farmers market. And in the winter, you can buy online through an organic subscription, and I get everything. So it's the same price, dude, and they deliver to your door twice a week. Like,
things are getting,
man.
Things are
no
getting
brainer.
So Aqua Brain. Yeah. Aqua Brainer. All right. Okay. You want another one?
Yeah, let's go.
All right. Okay. So if you were living in a tribe community, what would you offer? what key components would you expect members of your tribe to contribute?
My team, my positiveness and my skill. I would like try to be a team player and do whatever from building, hunting, whatever, and be part of the team so we can eat more and we can survive more and have an easier life. And yeah, co-create, man.
Co-create. What do you expect as like an important thing for other members to contribute?
Of the same thing. So it's like that family bond that you have, that I hold your hand, you hold my hand. You know what I mean? That's the expectation of everybody and everything, you know?
Yeah, dude, I like it. I love it. All right. Okay. I think, yeah, I think the other one I'm gonna skip that one because you're up in Canada.
Canada.
I'm just, man, it'd be really nice to come up there and visit.
Oh, dude, I would treat you like gold. We would have so much fun.
Well,
I'm bring your daughter and everybody or your family with you, dude. So you can like.
I'm gonna have to see. Yeah, I'm gonna have to see how things pan out here, because just hopefully, I'm gonna be positive about it. I'll be up there at some point, and we'll go and skate, and it'll be awesome. But at this point, I'm using my it'll happen at some point.
Can we take a different turn really quick?
Yeah.
And you can cut it if you want.
Yeah, I'm gonna cut that last part out because I look like an idiot.
We've been talking, dude. We've been talking about gardening, not even bindingless. But it's awesome. Hey. It's nice to know you about your garden. It's nice, you know what I mean?
Look at this guy. He's like, yeah, let's take that turn.
Okay. So by doing YouTube and getting not hype and stuff, sometimes people get jealous and everything. I had a voicemail on Instagram from another snow skater, and I would like to play it so people can hear it, if you don't mind.
Yeah, let's so we may have to do a little funky editing here. Let's make sure that you can share. So let's see, participants, multiple participants. Okay, I just want to make sure that you're able.
I'm just gonna play it on my computer. I think it's gonna be fine.
You don't want to share it?
But I can, but I don't know if I want to share it. Let's hear it.
Oh, you just want to just do the audio? All right.
You ready?
Yep.
If I see you, let's definitely scrap it out, because I'm gonna smash your fucking face in so fucking bad. Fucking pound you to blood. Let's do this.
Whoa.
So this was from another snow skater.
Whoa.
Yeah, tell me about it. And
we took a sharp turn.
Is vegan, talking about raw blood from a vegan, dude. I was like befuddled, you know what I mean?
Hey, wait a minute. Okay, so let's get a little context. And I apologize for the language.
Drama.
Yeah. You know what? Snow skating and drama, I swear it's synonymous. It's like,
I know. Tell me about it, dude.
There hasn't been and I think that's probably I do want to address this, but I think that's part of the reason I took a break as well, where I was like, you know what, I needed to calm down. I need to figure out, you can see a change in the set, hopefully a change in me, so anyway, let's talk about this drama. What was the context?
It's just about like that guy. I was going to sell him. I don't want to talk because it can get personal and deferred kind of thing. But it's just like still the message that I got from that. I think it's like, you know what I mean? This is a lot of anger here. You know what I mean? It's almost the point of calling the police, if you ask me. You know what I mean?
Right.
And
oh, no kidding.
I think if you've seen in my video and you know me, I'm the most friendly person in the world, and I'm trying to bring people together and create
a
positive vibe. Like,
yeah, I challenge people. I challenge people to watch your videos and not have a smile on your face. Like it's okay.
Hello.
Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, so it's, I don't know what's the ordeal, and I'm like, look, I'm sorry from the bottom of my heart if I hurt somebody's feeling in the past. Like, so sorry, sending love. Like, but I think, you know, there's like, we know we're talking about issues. This is like major issues to me, you know what I mean? And I'm not affected by it, but I think some people are affected by other things. That's all I'm saying, you know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, that's definitely not a message that you want to get. You know, that's not a message you want to get from somebody, anybody.
And like I said, I want to write with everybody. I don't want to, like, you know what I mean? Like, but you know what I mean? There's limit and respect. You know what I mean? When you lose respect, you lose, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
and you know, my personal intake on fighting, for me, it's like, if you don't have nothing smart to say, I'm gonna walk away, man, because sometimes it leads nowhere. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
Yeah. I mean,
man, like, you know what
especially
I mean?
at this age, right? Like, I don't know if this is a younger person or what, but it's like, dude.
Anyway, I just had to make you watch to talk about drama. And I think, you know, like you said, you know, drama in our sport. I know drama in our sport. And I'm like, why co-create? Why not co-create the sport together instead of what's this? You know what I mean? And,
Well, it really is important what you're doing too.
and
Just
people will
shooting.
realize, like, right now we have a super tight crew. Like, all the people who've been snow skating for like 10 year plus are super tight, know each other, talk to each other, ride with each other, hook up with each other. But they, in the future, when the sport will be super famous, if it will ever be famous, nobody will know who's who, you know what I mean? And that's where we're living something that nobody will ever live ever again in our sports. This is our time, you know what I mean?
Yeah. And honestly, like, I honestly could care less if anybody who's like, that Rockman guy, what he did for the sport. But right now it's fun to talk to you about it. You know what I mean? To say it's fun for me to spend time with my daughter up on the hill, you know, and then tell somebody.
Every time I watch you and your daughter ride, and you ride footage of you on the chairlift talking, I'm like, dude, he's out there and he's doing his things and he's having a blast, man. You know what I mean?
I mean, that's what it's about, right? So I'm hopefully people see that and say, yeah, go ahead.
Same thing with my YouTube channel. I'm not after the viewers. I'm after just showing my friends what I've been up to and wishing them up there with me. That's all I've been doing, you know, and keeping it positive, because a lot of people, like I said, in the past, they were like, oh no, you don't ride every day or this, but you know how much sacrifice I did to build that lifestyle. Like, a lot of it, you know, it didn't came to me like, oh, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, for sure.
And I don't care. I'm not about the viewer. I'm just sort of about doing cinematography, and it's creating something into me. Yeah, how you doing?
So there's a video. I didn't mean to. Sorry, there was a video of her. So we get a little snow here at our house, and whenever it happens, I take all of the snow from the driveway and I pile it up and make a little drop in.
Yeah, he gets a snow skate, and he lets me slide down it, but I fell down in the snow.
It's part of the fun. It's part of the fun.
The snow is soft. I love you.
Yeah, the best that ever. Building something for the daughter, man. That's the best.
Garbage can. It right at our house, and it took the hand to the gray one and put it in his bag.
Oh, cool.
Is that the one that had the sticks in it?
It was, yeah, that we put the sticks in yesterday. Yeah. All right. I'm almost done. Okay. All right. Love you. Okay. What were you saying?
Hey, that's awesome. You're a kid, dude. So awesome, man.
Dude, she yeah, I mean, we just I'm so fortunate right now. My wife's got work, and I'm working for a company where I'm doing delivery. It's a startup delivery company. That's about all I can say, just because, you know, but they're really generous about, or gracious, I should say, about the schedule, and flexibility. And so we've actually taken her out of daycare, which is just saving us a ton of money. And I get to hang out with her during the day, and I'm doing preschool lessons with her. She's like practicing to write letters and practicing to write letters, and we're going around, like taking her to the park. She's doing her pedal bike now, gardening with me. Like, I don't know if you just heard her say, like, we just put we had a part of a tree fall in our yard, and so we cut it up and put it in the yard waste yesterday. And so she was helping out. And you know, it's just like this age, she just turned 5. So it's like, what a blessing that is, to be able to have the opportunity to spend this time with her. And as you can see, she's awesome.
It's a blessing as well that your life took a change for that as well, and everything, the puzzle of the pieces came together to offer you that. Because in May 2015, that happened to me, exactly what you're living right now. And I was like, does I want to look back and say that they got raised by the babysitter or at the school?
Yeah.
And, you know, now we get spend the summer biking with my son, snowboarding in the winter, doing homework at night. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So those moments, I'll never get them back. And I want to cherish them and enjoy every second of it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, I'm telling you, COVID honestly has been and I'm not promoting COVID. I'm not saying anything about COVID. It's just been one blessing after another for our family. I mean, it's like last winter, I got days where I got to go up to the mountain during the day with my daughter during the week, you know, and get turns like this now with the younger daughter. And it's like, it's great. I mean, I actually, I don't know if I'm allowed to talk about this, but you know, I had it. We did our 14-day quarantine, and we, you know, had a couple days. I slept a lot, you know, had some weird symptoms, and made it through. And so it's like, even getting it wasn't a negative, you know. It was like, it was a little restless after a couple.
That's how you build an immune system, dude.
Yeah. I mean,
that's how you build your immune system, man.
That's right. Well, cool, dude. Ben, man, it's been awesome to catch up with you, and I look forward to seeing what you got coming down the pipe.
Thank you, man. Thank you for watching. Thanks to everybody that watching. And like I said, I'll try to make the bindingless scene positive and make it fun. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? My little promo, dude. Come shred with me, bindingless. We'll jump in an helicopter together.
Thanks, man. Yeah, go check Ben out at TheBen418 at YouTube. All right, later, Ben.
Cheers, Drew. Hey, everyone, have a good season.
Thanks for joining us today on Aqua Brain TV. Subscribe to Ben418. Subscribe to Aqua Brain, and check this video out. See you next time.